Hey guys, it's me, Christian. Today, I know it's been a while since I haven't posted, but today I wanted to upload a video since I had bought a keyboard and a mouse, specifically for my PS4, and a lot of people have been asking me, is it worth it? So, since, I wanted just to clear the air, talk about, is it worth for a PS4? Is it more for PC players? Simple stuff. And to start things off, yes, you can use a keyboard in the PS4. I'm just gonna clear a bunch of things a lot of other YouTubers won't mention. So to start off, prices. Keyboards come in a lot of prices. I'm about to show you guys one on the screen I bought for $20, which is pretty cheap. I wanted to test it out, see if it was actually worth buying. And as you can see, the gameplay that I'm showing in the screen is actually with this keyboard. So just to let you know, yeah, the gameplay is pretty shit. But, I've only been playing for 2 days. So yeah, you can't really throw so much hate on that. But, yeah, I wanted to talk about the cons and the negatives of a keyboard versus, people who usually just play with a controller. To start off, it's gonna be hella difficult when you start playing the keyboard, and I'm not kidding. You're gonna have to get used to it. You're gonna want to play custom games if you're that type of guy who worries about his KD, going lower on multiplayer, stuff like that. And if you don't care, well, go play games, shoot the ship, and if that's not available, go play Ground War or whatever you want. But it's difficult. It really is. It's hard to get used to. I'm not gonna lie. Most people will say that it's pretty easy. In my opinion, it's kind of not. Especially if you're not, too used to, the keyboard and all those stuff. It's gonna be pretty, hard to get used to. Give it a month or two and you'll be pretty decent. But if you're actually looking to get better, you're gonna want to, switch up and play around with the keys, play by your own, and actually test your movement, how you want to, change your settings, up to you. But yeah. And also, a pro for the keyboard is controlling recoil is actually pretty easy. So when you see videos of players like Default or, PC players basically, you can tell that they don't really struggle with, recoil control. Even though you don't have aim assist, which is, for most players will say, it's a big issue because aim assist is really it's a big help for controller players, especially up close. You don't have that in PC, so it's pretty difficult if you're starting. I do recommend you to go practice in trials or whatever. But yeah, recoil control, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that so much. It's pretty easy to control. Another negative thing about the keyboard is that not all keyboards are mechanical. You need a mechanical keyboard because a mechanical keyboard will actually help you press buttons, multiple buttons at the same time. And like I said, they're not hard to find. You can search on Amazon, Walmart, eBay, whatever you want to look for. Pretty cheap. Now, I think that's kind of it for the disadvantages. Now for more advantages, I could give you this. Once you get used to it, I've seen a lot of PC players, especially friends of mine, and they have pretty good movement. And the thing about controller is that once you reach a certain level, there is not passing that level. I don't think there is anything better than just being already good in controller. There's not much you can do already. In PC, there's many ways of playing. So, it's actually all about putting the effort in and getting good. But like I said, trust me, a lot of PC players, and a lot of PC players are also accused of hacking for a reason, So if you put the effort in, I think you can actually, manage to be a good, not decent, actual good player in mouse and keyboard. Another thing people like to say is that when you plug in keyboard to the PS4, and again, you have to plug the keyboard to the PS4 because it's by USB, and your PS4 has two USBs. So if you want to I don't know, maybe plug while you charge your controller as well, because keep in mind when you plug in a keyboard with the mouse to the PS4, you won't have USB. So I recommend you to go to, you know, Walmart or whatever and buy an extra set so you can actually plug in more stuff. Because you're gonna ask, how do I use a headset? Well, you have to be using your controller, and most of the time your controller is gonna be dying, you know, so you're gonna want to charge it. So I do recommend that. And how do you use your controller while you're using the keyboard? It's pretty basic. You just, same thing, you just turn it on, you go to general and you put keyboard while your controller is still on, or you can just maintain the PS button down and go to audio and select audio, which is pretty basic, pretty standard and easy to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. Keyboard, I'm gonna say it's actually pretty fun to use. It's actually fun when you're playing with your friends, you know, all those stuff. It's not simple. Your hands are gonna get tired, especially if you have tiny hands. I don't have tiny hands, but you know, it gets pretty tired of having to move your fingers a lot. I mean, you'll get used to it, but it is pretty tiring. But it's really fun. And if you do have $20, maybe an extra $20, I do really, in my opinion, recommend to buy a keyboard. It's fun. You'll get used to it, but you know, you're gonna wanna, you know, change the controller a lot of the times. I really recommend you don't. You keep on playing with keyboard. You're gonna get better. You know, I've only put a couple hours into this keyboard. I'm probably not gonna change until it doesn't work anymore. But while it does, I'm gonna keep on playing on it. So yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed and this video was helped to you. If it did help, make sure to give this video a like and have a good one.